Write the equation for simple harmonic motion of the ball in this picture. To say, go back to that picture that we've already shown. And it looks like we're going to say we're starting here, and then this is the next position of the ball, and then it's coming up here. So let's model this. Which one do you think we want to use? Sine or cosine? It's starting in the middle, right? So we're definitely going to use a sine. So let's start. D equals A sine omega t. Okay. The maximum displacement is the amplitude. Okay. So let's see. This thing is marked 0 in the middle, 10 at the top, negative 10 at the bottom. So what is A? Okay. If we would say D equals, or A equals 10. That's almost right. It's almost right, but remember, we would expect sine to go up from 0. This one's not going up from 0, it's going down. How do I make sure that it goes down first? Put a negative in front of it, right? Okay. Now, the only other thing I've got to figure out now is this omega. So how am I going to figure out the omega? They said the period is 4 seconds. So they're giving us the information we need to figure this out. The period equals 4 seconds equals 2 pi over omega. Right? So we have to solve that for omega so we can stick it in the equation. So multiply by omega, divide by 4. Omega equals 2 pi over 4 seconds, which is pi over 2. Because, you know, we said the period will be the number of seconds it takes to see one wave go by. The frequency is, oh, sorry. So in any case, so when we set that equal to 4 seconds, and then I solve, that 4 ends up in the denominator. So that's actually divided by seconds. So usually the way it's written as a unit is seconds to the minus 1. It means that it's so many cycles per second. Well, it's actually not quite, because that's now its omega. But that tells us pi over 2 is what goes right there. So this is D equals negative 10 sine times pi over 2 times t. Okay, now, last part. What's the frequency? Okay, what's the period? 4 seconds, so what's the frequency? 1/4. It's the flip, it's 1 over. Right, frequency equals 1 over the period, which equals 1 over 4 seconds, or 0.25 seconds to the minus 1. You get 0.25 cycles per second. That's the frequency.